Welcome back, YouTube. This is Caleb the Video Maker 2, and in this video we are going to be talking about some more tricks in Vim. The previous video mainly talked about how to move around in Vim, but this video is going to teach you some even more important things to help improve your efficiency. So now that you know how to move around, I'm going to be teaching you how to actually do things. The first thing I wanted to teach you was different ways to quit the application. So as you probably figured out from this video, you can type in a colon and then put WQ to write W and then quit Q. The write means to save. So you can combine these commands, but they're actually originally individual commands. So you could do these separately as :W, enter, and then :Q, enter. Those are the basic ways, but now I'm going to be teaching you some more ways. The first way is to quit without saving. So let's say you go up here and you just slaughter your code. I mean, you just accidentally deleted something and you don't know how to put it back. Well, now, how to fix that? The easiest way is just to quit without saving and then reopen it. Just make sure you've saved it at one point in time. So when you do this, any changes since the last time you saved the file will be lost and you can't get them back. So be very careful, but you can do it by typing :Q, exclamation mark. And you can easily figure out how to do that because if you do make changes in here and you just try to quit, it'll say add an exclamation mark to override. So you don't really have to try to memorize that one. All you got to know is that you can try to quit, and if you haven't saved it, it'll tell you how to quit without saving. Voila. So I deleted that junk, and now I'm going to teach you a new way to save it and close it without having to type in :WQ. It's a little easier. You just hold Shift and press ZZ, so 2 capital Z's. That will save it and exit the program. Now let's reopen it. The next thing I'm going to be teaching you is pretty cool. What if you want to temporarily close Vim and kind of put it in the background, but you don't want to have to decide whether you want to save your changes or just close without saving. You just kind of want to, put it to the side, go back to the console for a couple minutes, and then return. It's actually very easy to put something in the background. All you got to do is hold Control and press Z. And you can see down here it says stopped. To restore that session, all you have to do is type FG and press enter. You can think of FG as meaning foreground. You want to take the thing that's in the background and move it to the foreground. So we want to start working on it again. Enter, and you can see it opens just how we had it. So that means if you go in here and you slaughter your code, and you think you like it, but you're not really sure, you're not sure if you want to save or quit without saving, pressing Ctrl+Z, then you can do some commands in here, whatever you want to do, and then when you're ready, you can press FG, and it's back exactly how you had it before. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, occasionally, you're going to be working with Vim, and something's going to mess up. For example, let's say we close this using Ctrl+Z, and now we try to reopen it with the Vim command, like this. Press enter, and you can see we get this funky error with a ton of information. Essentially what this page is saying is, hey, you had this file open at one point. You might not want to try opening another session of this file. This will happen if you accidentally shut down your computer without shutting it down the correct way, or if you already have the file open somewhere else. If it's the first case where you turn on your computer after a power outage or something, you can hold Shift and press R to open the file, as you can see down here. That will recover the file as you had it. If you have it open in another process, what I would do is I would actually quit by holding Shift and pressing Q, which is right here. And then open it the right way using FG. So now you kind of have some more ideas on how to open things and close things, but what happens if you slaughter your code like this and you want to fix it and you just kind of want to undo things? All the fancy editors nowadays have undo buttons, but if you try to undo something in here using Ctrl+Z, well, it just puts it in the background. So the question is, how do we undo things when we are in Vim? You actually use a lowercase u, and you want to make sure you're not in insert mode. So you can see as I press U, it starts undoing things until it's back to how it was. You can also redo, meaning put that stuff back, the stuff you just undid. This one is actually pretty normal in that you hold Control and press R, and you can see it comes back. I'll just undo that because I don't really want that there. You can cut lines using DD. So for example, I could cut this and come down here and paste it using P. Using DD will put the line in what is known as the clipboard. When you copy something, it goes into this location called the clipboard, which is a magical location. No one knows where it is. So I'm also going to undo that because, why would I leave that down there? One other way to do it, though, is you can actually use capital P, and it will paste before the line that you're on. Lowercase p, paste it after the line you're on. If you're working in here and you want to delete part of a line, you can actually use the lowercase d command followed by the $sign. If you remember from the last video, the $sign is another way to say the end of the line. So we could say lowercase d for delete and then $sign to delete up to the end of the line. So let's get rid of this line. I just cut the thing using DD. And now let's teach you how to copy, because sometimes you don't always want to cut. Cutting allows you to paste it elsewhere, but you might want to keep it in two locations. So if I wanted to copy this line, you use lowercase y, and that is short for yank. Now we can go somewhere else and paste it. Oftentimes you can mix commands with numbers. So for example, if I wanted to copy 4 lines, I could say 4 YY. And then down here you can see it says 4 lines yanked. Now we can go down here somewhere else and paste all 4 of those lines. I think that should be enough to get you started with Vim. It's a lot of information. Don't feel overwhelmed. You don't have to have all those memorized. Honestly, I'm still learning a lot about Vim. So throughout this series, if you see me do something completely wrong or dumb with Vim, please let me know. I am learning too. Now there is a helpful website I would like to share with you, and you can find it at vim.rtorr.com. And here's just tons of commands you can use to use Vim to the full potential. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Once again, you can download my notes, which will have all these commands written in them. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.